What's up, guys? My name is Jomel.
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for laifu. This is episode 31, and have a happy Labor Day for those who are in the States. If you're not from the United States, then happy Monday. I guess happy Monday.
There are no happy Mondays, Jomel.
except the one for tomorrow for us Americans.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on how drunk you're getting Sunday night.
That's true, yeah, because as of recording this podcast, I do plan on drinking the day. This is recording on Sunday, so by the time this comes out, I should be recovering or probably drinking more by the time Monday rolls around. So I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Well, considering your previous experiences with alcohol, I feel like you'll drink tonight, and then you'll just be like, no, never again tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe.
Depending on your hangover.
Well, that's the thing. I don't get hangovers yet.
Everyone gets one eventually. At least one. I've had some. I mean, granted, they're not like the head splitting. Oh, I want to die hangovers. Mine's more of the like my head's kind of swimming and my stomach hurts kind of hangover, I guess.
Would that be considered a hangover?
I mean, I feel any effect of alcohol that's still bothering you the next day is a hangover.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess maybe that can constitute as that.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't drinking in a while, unfortunately.
Well,
or I should say I haven't gotten drunk in a while.
Oh, I see. You just haven't gotten all out.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, we'll probably at some point in time. What are we at? Like nearly 600 downloads and stuff.
Yes, we are. Last time I checked, we were on 560. So.
All right. How about this? You were wondering what we should do for a 1,000 kind of deal. We should just get shit faced and then do a podcast.
How's that? I don't know. How does that gonna work? We're just both gonna be yelling at a mic across states, drunk.
Effectively.
God, I feel like
exactly how that's gonna work.
I feel like that should be like an occasion where at least maybe if you either, I mean, hopefully, maybe you can come back up here for a little bit. Because I feel like that would be a situation where we should both be present. You know.
You're right. No, I certainly agree. It'd be better in person, but in the event, you know what we could do if I'm able to visit anytime soon before the 1,000.
Just do one because of the hell of it.
Pre-record. We can pre-record the 1,000th episode.
We're gonna do is assume that we're gonna pre-record the 1,000th download episode.
I mean,
well, it can be a special episode, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, sure, we'll do that. But before we get to 1,000 downloads, we still got a lot of topics to talk about. One of them being visual novels.
Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to. Well, we touched on it before.
Yeah.
Well, what were we talking about when we touched on it?
That was a while back. I think it was just. I think it might have been like a sidestep of a hentai topic from back then. I can't remember. Cause I think School Days ended up being in the conversation, and then that evolved into the VN conversation, at least a small amount of it.
I imagine it's happened.
Yeah, but for those of you who don't know, VNs or visual novels are pretty much, it's a decision-based, well, most of them are decision-based games where you, the player, act as either the main character, is the main character of a overall. Usually the main character of an overarching story that involves the lives of many different characters, most of them being women. And
depending on the visual novel you're playing.
Oh, that's true, because you can either be women, men, pigeons, monsters,
horses,
panties. Panties. What's another one? I feel like there's one that's sort of like weird out there. Well, there are weird ones in general.
Yeah,
but
such as the pigeon one.
Yeah, that that one's supposed to be that one's supposed to be aimed towards women, though, isn't it? Like it's for women.
I mean, the main character is a female, and you date birds.
Well, are you a female or a female pigeon?
you are depicted as a woman in high school, but everybody else in school is a bird.
Why?
No. What
No,
was it? All the guys in school are birds. All the girls are
why?
regular, normal, I
Wait,
think.
so it's just the guys that are birds?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, because I never really looked into it. I only saw glimpses of what it was like for for other players and such.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Prove if someone out there wants to go and play through it and prove me wrong, by all means.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know how I feel about trying to win the hearts of different kinds of pigeons as my.
I mean, they're pretty birds.
They are pretty birds, yes, but I don't know.
And
It's a little.
well, they talk to you in a nice, soothing, deep Japanese voice. Ore wa watashi wa omae.
Yeah, but with the face of a pigeon. I'm getting beak and feathers and beady eyes all over me at the same time.
It's supposed to be funny, Jomel.
Is it?
Take a joke.
Take a joke. I don't know. I can't take things seriously.
I mean, if anyone's taking that game seriously, they have a problem.
Probably, yeah. But like what? I don't really know what to come off of this topic. I mean, I do want to talk about one visual. I've only played like one visual novel that's really impacted me in a sense, just because of the decisions I've had to make. I've made many bad decisions, many poor decisions that led to mistakes for the character and the main character as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have. I don't know. Have you played many visual novels, Jarron?
I thought I didn't play a lot, and I guess compared to the normal, do I want to say normal?
Is it really normal?
Average anime, and even most average anime people that watch anime don't fucking play VNs. I don't know. I guess I've played more than I thought I did, but not really a lot.
So more than
like if we have to put a number on it, maybe like I don't know, 7.
Okay, that's up there. Cause I've only played one, like actually played through it one.
So, I thought you played 2.
What was this? I don't remember what the second one would be.
Did you try to play Da Capo?
No, actually.
Oh.
I've never tried to play the Capo. If anything, I've thought about trying the anime, but I haven't tried the visual novel.
Cause I could have sworn I remember you trying to tell me that like Da Capo was hella complicated. Cause there was like, you start your day and then you have like 12 different decisions on where you want to go at the beginning of the day, and you're a high schooler, so you could go to class or you could just go do whatever the fuck you want. And then you might meet some girl and you have like 15 other, because there's just too many options, too many paths.
Right.
It's like the Capo was the whole point of the Capo was that it was just a hella like a VN. Like if you were watching
like true like true VN, like what you're expecting out of a VN.
Like what is his name? Kazuma from
World God Only Knows.
World God Only Knows. That it's one of those like high level VNs where there's just a shit ton to do.
Right. No, I've never tried to do the Capo, but that does sound interesting and stressful at the same time.
I mean, I wouldn't want to. I don't think I'd ever. I honestly couldn't do it.
Why you can't take the decisions, the choices that could highly impact the end of your game?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd feel so fucking. Because at first, I'd be scared to make decisions, and then as soon as I start doing well, I'm like, all right, I have to absolutely get everything perfect. Right. And if I don't get it perfect, I'm never gonna play it again.
I mean, Jarron, so games like these are meant to explore the possibilities, even if they are failures.
I don't want to explore possibilities.
Why not? You don't want to get like you don't want to
experience. I
don't
want to upset my waifus.
You don't want to experience the Tomoya experience from Clannad.
No, God, no. That's another VN I refuse to play.
For those of you who know what we're talking about, Clannad is another famous visual novel, that's known for its both heartbreaking and heartwarming moments in the game.
Mostly heartbreaking.
Depends on what route you take and what choices you end up making.
Every route's bad.
No, not every route's bad. It just you kind of have to go through a poor route in order to get the best route, just like school days.
I mean, I guess, but like, School Days doesn't give you a choice.
Well,
right off the bat, it essentially tells you, "Hey, you're a piece of shit."
That's true. That's true. If anything, well, if anything, Drum, maybe I don't know if this counts as a visual novel, but I started playing Detroit Become Human. That's got a lot of decision making.
I mean, I would argue a game like that is a visual novel. It's just
is a
less
visual
of
novel
a novel and more of a movie.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what most visual novels are? It's literally, that's like the name implies, a visual novel. You just kind of watch as a story progresses, and you kind of make decisions here and there.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I would consider that a visual novel then.
So, I mean, I don't think it'd be formally introduced as a visual novel, but more of a I don't know. Is there an American title to these kind of decision, like
a Telltale game?
Well, but isn't that made by But isn't that like based off of the actual company Telltale?
Yes, but I mean, it makes sense.
True, but
because I mean it's that style of game.
That's I guess you'd say, but then
those I would consider visual novels.
Yeah,
sort
in a
of,
sense.
kind of, I guess. I
mean, kind of like Heavy Rain was like one of the old classic like PS3 ones.
Right.
Because Detroit Become Human was made by the same people. I still haven't played that game. I have to. Just for the experience since I'm playing Detroit.
Just for the meme.
Just for the meme. I gotta do it just for the meme, so I can be in the in crowd, so I can understand what's going on. I mean, I do understand the whole Jason thing, but I kind of want to experience it for myself.
I mean, there's not much to experience, Jomel. You can only, as the creators of the game said, you should only ever play it once.
What, Heavy Rain?
Yeah.
So would that
one time?
So do you think that should be applied the same way as visual novels?
No.
No.
No, because visual novels aren't trying to emulate real life.
Okay.
They're specifically there for sweaty neckbeards to chase after waifus.
Okay, in a less cynical kind of explanation, it's there to experience a fantasy realm where it's not common to occur, where it doesn't occur in a common place during your lifetime.
All right.
I guess I wanna say.
Would choose your own adventure books also be considered visual novels?
Like the clicky ones?
No, the book ones.
Oh, the book ones? I don't know, actually.
Because I mean, is a book a visual novel because you're looking at the book?
Well, I mean, a visual novel. I guess if you want to do like an IRL version of what a visual novel is, it'd be a picture book, wouldn't it? Because there's visuals and then there's a story that takes place within those visuals. I don't know. I think we're getting way too philosophical with this, Jarron. Point is, I'm gonna show you my experience because I've only played one formally one visual novel, and I've completed three routes, three out of the six, or I don't know, I think 6 or 7.
Let me see: blind, bacon, deaf, autism, but that's not really a route.
Yeah.
No legs, no arms.
For those of you who are confused, don't worry. I'll explain as to why why Jarron is listing those terrible disabilities at the moment. So the visual novel that I played, this is way back in Jarron, stop.
I'm sorry.
Shall I continue?
Go on.
All right. So the visual novel that Jarron and I are going to talk about is a visual novel that I've played. This was back in undergrad, back in my college days, so a couple, maybe 4 years ago. And this was a visual novel that was actually made by 4chan called Katawa Shoujo. And the first time,
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, Katawa Shoujo.
There you go.
Were you not impressed with my
not at all.
English dub of the name Katawa Shoujo?
Katawa Shoujo.
So the visual novel was Katawa Shoujo, and it was actually made. It was all made by 4chan, right? It was all collaborated by 4chan. Wow. Yep. Okay. So that's
studios.
And because of that detail alone, I was interested in just checking it out because I was like, all right, let's see what 4chan can come up with, and
now most would assume this was just going to be a meme mess.
Yeah, either meme or just kind of like like underdeveloped and just simple yes or no kind of choices here, right?
Or extremely sexual.
Or extremely sexual due to its background nature of the studio, or its creators. But I have to say, if this was my first visual novel. I mean, I don't even know if it be. I don't. I think it considers this as I do consider this to be a visual novel, even if it's not made in like the homeland of Nihon, because it did captivate me in a way that like the choices I made during those during each route really impacted me in a way because how do I say this I did feel connected. I felt connected to these characters. Even the heroines that I ended up picking here and there.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I didn't expect that. I wasn't expecting any sex. Because I thought it was gonna be like a little bit more family friendly in a sense.
Nah.
Because
you're dating girls that don't have legs or are made of bacon, of course.
Coincidentally,
100% family friendly.
Coincidentally, the girl that I did go for first was the one with no legs.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you're a fucking pedophile.
What? Okay. You know what? Do I want to go over the background for a Katawa Shoujo?
Go for it.
No, you go. I'm asking you go for.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Background is your main character. You regular high school boy. Well, I guess not regular. You found out that you have like super duper deadly heart problems because when you tried to confess your love to a girl at your previous school, you had a fucking heart attack before she said anything.
I mean, like, but while you're in the
hospital, yeah. And while you were in the hospital, I think she sent you a letter saying and rejecting you.
Really? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you were like, well, I have this heart problem now, so I have to go to the school for special kids. All right, not special kids, but like kids with special needs. So he goes to the school that's essentially populated with it's a handicapped I don't want to say paradise. Any way I spin this, I'm gonna say it negatively. It's like very handy-capable school.
Yeah, that's about it.
Is that a good way?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to saying it. It's very, the school was designed for those with disabilities.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it.
Kind of like Xavier School for the Extraordinary X-Men. Well, yeah, hey, this is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool comparison.
But they're the crippled men.
Are you?
I'm sorry.
The C men.
I'm sorry. That's so wrong.
Oh, jeez, we're going to hell, Jarron.
Yeah,
if we're not going to hell already, we're gonna just go down all 7 levels of hell.
Well, it's okay. I believe in the tentacly void pit of Riley. How the fuck do you pronounce that? It's a hidden undersea city where Cthulhu sleeps.
Oh, yeah. I'm not an expert of that. Anyway, continuing the story. So basically, after you get admitted into this new high school, that's where the story takes off. Where you, the player, starts making decisions as far as how you want to go about your everyday school life, and you can actually either just have it be the most normal kind of experience where you don't interact with any of the heroines. And there is a female cast here. There's 6 of them, right, Jarron? If I'm counting correctly, because each one has a different kind of disability.
Deaf.
Okay, Jarron. I don't know if the whole bacon thing is an appropriate term for.
Shut up! You're throwing me off. Blind bacon, no arms, no legs, deaf. Yeah, there's 5.
Oh yeah, so it's 5, not 6. So there are 5 main heroines you can attempt to pursue, or become friends with, and they all have different kinds of disabilities. One of them has no legs, so she has prosthetics, and another one has no arms. She doesn't have prosthetics, but she does paint with her feet, so that's sort of her niche thing.
She's actually really fucking good at it.
Yeah, really good. Like she's known to be like a known artist in the school. And the one with no legs, she's actually a really well known track runner as well because she has those prosthetics that have like kind of the springy
The
bit.
bendy bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that like helps runners run.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is a blind one. She's your senpai, the blind senpai.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't she have a kind of a like someone that follows her around as well? The blind
Yeah.
one.
There's Bacon Chan.
Oh, more appropriately, she is the other heroine in the lineup is a burn victim,
Yeah.
where half of her body has been burned, and there's obvious scarring, from her face down.
I
And
say
then,
Bacon Chan, but she is my favorite.
yeah, I honestly she's my favorite too. I just never got to her route. And the last one is did I name all five? I feel like I'm missing one.
There's a deaf one.
Oh yeah, the deaf one.
She's a student council president.
Yep, and she has a part. She's got a very hyper energetic partner that kind of like speaks for her, and also kind of like what is it?
Go on.
No, go anyway.
I was gonna say she either has ADHD, the other one, or she's autistic.
And,
they gloss over it in the actual VN, but I don't remember specifically what it was.
Yeah, but she's not an actual like person, not a heroine you can pursue, right?
Oh, you can try.
Oh, okay. I never did try.
She's gay as fuck.
What, for the student council president?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Spoiler.
that. Oh. All right. Well, there's her main setup. So the thing is about Kazawa Shoujo is that you can actually go about the entire game without interacting with any of the girls, because I've tried this, and it's actually a bad ending if you don't interact with anybody, because you end up hanging the rest of your school life with your roommate, which is like, what is this Harry Potter looking motherfucker that hates women apparently.
Right.
And you end up
he's one of those like 2D over 3D all girls are evil,
but really but very extreme, like,
yeah, very extreme. He's like his disability is that he's an incel.
That will be more that will be much more relevant today, if anything. Yeah. But yeah, if you actually don't pursue any of the heroines, you end up just hanging out with your good old buddy Harry Potter, and you essentially end up dying by accident.
Because he pushes you off the fucking roof.
Yeah.
No. If you don't go after any of the girls, you fall off the roof because you're drunk.
Yeah.
If you go after one of the girls and fail, he pushes you off the roof.
Yeah, because he finds out that you try going for a girl, and he thought of that as a betrayal of your friendship. Yeah. So
also, he did it because he was drunk, but regardless, you die.
Pretty much. So like your time limit is your timeline is pretty much up until the school festival. Yeah, the school festival. Because that's when like the climax happens with everything else with all the different girls. So I want to share you my experience with it. So literally. I initially wanted to pursue the burn victim one. Do you remember her name? I can't. I feel like I should like.
I should remember her since she's my favorite one. I remember the blonde one, Bridget. It starts with a K. What was her damn name? It's not Katona Hodge. It's not Kotomi, obviously, because fucking shit. Hold on. I don't remember her name. I'll look it up.
Hanako.
There we go. Hanako. That was her name.
It was Hanako. So the burn victim is Hanako. The one with no legs is Emmy.
Right.
The Harry Potter motherfucker
was what?
Huh? Harry Potter motherfucker. His name is Kenji.
Yeah.
The blonde one is Lily, like you said. And
Lily, not Bridget.
Right. Yeah, it's Lily. One with no arms is Irene.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you said that could be ADHD or autistic her name is Shina, or she goes by Misha.
Right.
The deaf one is Shizune.
Right.
And those are the main heroines for that. And you actually play as a name. You play as a guy with heart conditions named Hisao Nakai.
Nakao.
But everyone just calls you Nisao though.
Right, because you're a piece of shit.
Pretty much. So
no,
yeah.
you're main character. As a main character, you're a pretty good person.
Yeah, you're pretty chill. I mean, honestly, it all depends on what you do. That's sort of the beauty of what visual novels are. You kind of you literally have to, if you want to be a good main character, it's all based on what you want to do in terms of what your decisions are.
Unless you're playing School Days.
Well, I don't think you have to be a shitty person. You just don't go far with the game at that point. You kind of have to be shitty in order to go far, which is
exactly, which means that he's naturally a shitty person. To get the good ending, you have to be shitty. Come on.
That's a give and take. I don't know. It's like, what is it? The risk over reward kind of situation?
Risk reward my fucking dick.
Okay. Well, anyway, continuing on with Katawa Shoujo. I originally wanted to pursue Hanako. The only thing was I had no idea how to go about it. So I ended up accidentally becoming friends with Emmy, the one with no legs. So she was actually kind of fun. She was she taught me about, like, you know, well, she taught me how to run in a sense, because of you having the heart condition, you can't really push your body so much. So she kind of like, she's like your personal coach in a sense, where you go running with her every morning, and then if you push yourself, you end up dying. I died a bunch of times because of that, because I had no idea when to stop. When I died, I was like, what is this? I didn't know I can actually die in that game. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Well, okay.
You have to really be anal with how you do your training with her.
Yes, you have to be. I don't know. Do you think we should spoil anything, Jarron? Because this game is like really old. This is like 2012. This is when it first came out. I feel like people should like really experience this. But I feel like people should experience it though.
If you're playing with Emmy, you just have to remember in the back end of your mind not to push yourself too far inside her butt.
You know what, Jarron?
You have anal with Emmy.
Yes, and that was my first experience with her. Again, that was actually the first time I didn't expect any mature scenes in this game. So that completely caught me off guard. So, yeah.
To be honest, like I know you didn't go after Hanako, but like her sex scene was like, it was just so like kind of out of nowhere.
Really? Like it just kind of happened?
It just kind of happened. Like it was a very emotional, like I don't know.
Like it was very vanilla? Nah.
I mean, do you want me to spoil Hanako's route?
I'm thinking more so for the listeners, because I really don't want to. I do want them to like experience it, because Katawa Shoujo is a pretty decent VN for, you know, made here in the U.S.
That is true. So that's a really good point. All right, so I won't spoil it, but it is a very emotional scene involving her whole situation, and like she like I didn't even realize it was gonna happen when it did. Like it was like, all right, so I guess I don't want to spoil like with the lead up, but like you won't really expect it. It just feels like she's just like sharing a part of her emotional self with you, and then
I see.
Bam, sex. And then it's like, oh, okay, I guess this is what we're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. At least that's.
And I believe that's the. Well, go on.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, I believe that scene is the only one you have with it. Otherwise, you're just dating each other, and it's really fucking cute.
Wow. So it's like the most vanilla route you can go for.
I guess.
Because I've only like pursued two other girls. Actually, no. I think I've only pursued two. It was just Emmy and Rin. Rin is the one that has no arms.
Right.
And I gotta tell you, Rin has the hardest arc out of all of them. It's also
definitely does.
It's also the longest one. Like, it has got the most like branches, and the most kind of like I think she has the most endings too, where it's like either two bad endings. Well, yeah, two bad endings, one good bad ending, and then one good true ending. So, and I remember playing her route so many times because I was not sad, because I got every ending at that point, and I did not get the best ending, and I was so disappointed in myself. Like, this is the first time I really worked hard. I remember I had to draw my own like arc tree, because I don't want to look it up. I don't want to look up her arc. I don't want to cheat my way through this. No, I want to earn this the way I saw it, and improve myself as in that case her lover at the time. And I want to support her, but at the same time I also wanted her to be with me at the same time. You know what I mean? So there was that conflicting of emotions right there, and I finally did it. I was able to finally get her the true good ending, and I haven't picked up Katawa Shoujo ever since.
I mean, I don't blame you. Like that, if you haven't played VNs, they're fucking exhausting. Like,
yeah, mentally straining. Like, especially if you don't like, if you don't like cheating your way through it, and you want to really earn your endings and stuff like that. It's stressful when you have to, like, backtrack and figure out what you did wrong and what you could do differently to get a better result than what you got last time. But I think that's what the experience is for VNs, isn't it? Like,
I mean, yeah, that's definitely the whole thing. You're supposed to be immersed.
Mm-hmm. That's what the decision making is there for. It's literally just there to put you on the spot and to show you what your decisions have made or have become. And for those of you who do want to pick it up, it's actually free to download. I don't know, is it on the actual, like, 4-Leaf Studio page?
You know what? I honestly don't remember how I played it. I know it's free, but I don't remember where I went to get it. I imagine if you type in Katawa Shoujo 4-Leaf Studio, you'll be able to find it.
Yeah, it's available. Oh yeah, you can. It's actually we'll put the link down below. I'll actually put the link down below. It is gonna be on their official katawashoujo.com site. So they have it for, like, Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So
yeah,
I don't know why they give you torrent links though, for some reason.
I mean, it's how they decided to fucking put their game out. Whatever.
I guess, but definitely check it out. Again, I haven't played any other VN, but this was a pretty good one to start off my VN experience, especially one that was not made in Japan. So
right, it was quality, if anything. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I personally only went after Hanako and Lily. And Lily was fun. She's the One-san kind of
very wholesome.
Very wholesome.
My dream kind of situation.
Very kinky.
Okay. Well, I can expect that from the H scenes.
Yeah. Well, okay, they're not that kinky, but I don't know how much you like have sex with all the other characters, but I feel like she's the most.
Oh, really?
Because I think I remember at least 3 scenes.
Okay. That's definitely more than I remember. Because Emmy was 2. Rin was 2. No, Rin was 1, actually. And then
Hanako was 1.
And I never went after Shizune, the deaf one.
Yeah, same.
So
you get to meet her trap brother and her mother and father.
Well then.
Father, I don't remember.
Well then, that'll be an experience.
Yep. And then you get to learn a little bit more about what was it? Shima? Misha?
Yeah, Misha.
Yeah. As I said, I spoiled it, but she's gay. She's hella gay. So I'm gonna save you some time with. If you do go after, attempt to go after Misha, don't.
I mean, is that even? Oh, really? You can actually try to go after her? Oh shit! Okay, yes. I thought it was just like a dead end. We'll just divert you.
You will just learn that she's into Shimakuze. Shizune, and your route will end.
Wow. Okay. Well, you just get depressed or something.
I don't know if you die, but I guess with the ongoing theme of the game, you end up on the roof and he'll push you off again.
Oh, I see. So it just goes. It's kind of defaults to that. It just defaults to that ending.
Yeah.
I see.
I feel like every bad ending ends up with you dying.
Yoey, I think so too. Oh no, not exactly. With Rin, it just ends with like the bad ending. One of the bad endings is you dying, but the other bad ending is just a heartbroken ending, and then just ends like that.
Literally, and then you die.
Well, it doesn't show you dying, but I guess you could if you wanted to, given her situation and all that.
Well, given your situation too,
No.
because heart shit
Oh
problems.
yeah, that's true. I feel like I gotta play this game again because this opened up my VN experience and it's bringing me some nostalgia. Ironically enough, given that it was only what few years ago, 6 years ago.
Do I still have that game now that I think about it?
I gotta re-download it.
Uh, fuck. I don't. Wait, wait. Yeah, I do have it,
Oh,
as
nice.
well as Shuffle and Necopara.
Which volume?
One.
Okay. So, want to talk about your experiences, Jarron, with your other VNs? Because I clearly have not have any other
Yeah.
experience.
Well, I mean, I think the only choice oriented, I guess the real traditional choice in oriented VN I've played is Katsuwa Shoujo.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Otherwise, I have played Necopara.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess another one would be this one called Valhalla, also made here in the U.S. or
Oh, really?
wherever the
Okay.
fuck it was
Valhalla.
made. Well, its actual title is VA-11 Hall-A Cyberpunk Bartender Action.
What? Oh, no, I got it. I got it. What the
But
fuck?
yeah, it's the
I don't know if
Val.
I don't know if I should be
What?
Google imaging this. You know what?
No,
Forget it.
go
Forget
for it.
it. Okay.
No, go for it. It's not a sexual one at all.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's
So, yeah.
literally you. It's my favorite VN to date. Granted, I've only played a few, but it's my absolute favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the choices you make are entirely decided on how you serve your alcohol
Really?
or how you serve drinks.
Like quality or like mixing
Both
certain drinks? Oh, okay.
mixing, quality being did you give them what they asked for?
I see.
Because give them the wrong drinks, they'll something else will happen. Give them the right drinks, as that kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the atmosphere of it. You're just literally a bartender in this cyberpunk ass shitty city, and you're just dealing with like all these people coming through. Like, oh man, Joma, if I had to recommend you a game, VN to play, it would definitely be this one.
Nice. How much does it cost?
It's $15.
Okay. Is it on Steam?
Yes.
Okay. Um, well, as like I said before, we'll put all these links down below.
Yeah.
The Steam links and then the site links for you guys to check them out.
And then
Yeah, you go
what?
ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to continue on with it. So the basic story is that you're this girl named fuck. What was your name? You play as a girl named
Alma.
We'll call her Audrey, because I don't remember her name. You as Audrey, just I moved into the city some time ago, and you have to pay rent, but you don't have enough money to pay rent, and you'll be kicked out at the end of the month. So the overarching challenge of the game is to make enough money in the bar with tips and whatnot in order to pay your rent. Otherwise, you'll get a bad ending.
Oh, okay.
But during that, like I said, because you work at a bar, you you get to meet a lot of interesting characters. Your coworkers are really fucking hilarious. Your boss, in particular, like you never really get to know what the hell she did before she started working at this bar, but apparently she was either like a cop or a masked wrestler or some shit, and she's like super badass, and but no one knows the true story of anything.
Right.
Your other coworker might be this like terrorist dude, but he's like super chill and funny.
What
He's
the
just
fuck?
kind of a normal guy, but he might be a terrorist. You don't know. One of your best friends is this like hacker that may or may not be terrorizing the city, but she does contract stuff, and she's like super. She's not like the what you might think a traditional hacker might look like. She's just like blonde and tall and beautiful and has like metal arms and shit, and she's fucking great. She's fun. She's your fucking girl. Your other girl is fucking this little lolly robot girl who she's a sex worker. And I know that might sound weird that she's a sex worker because
It
she
does
looks
sound
like a
weird.
little girl,
She's a
but
robot,
like
isn't
she
she?
owns it. Like what?
She's a robot, isn't she?
Yeah. But I mean, future cyberpunk kind of dealio. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you can have a robot pretend to be your daughter. You could have a robot just for general like to have someone in the house. But in her case, I mean, they all have their own will.
Mm-hmm.
For example, one of the characters is one of the robots, but she is a pop star. And she visits the bar sometimes. But the little one's name is Dorothy, and she's probably my second favorite character because she's just like the like I said, she's a sex worker, but she owns it. Like she knows her audience are the fucking pedophile ass motherfuckers,
Mm-hmm.
and like she's just so catty. Like she's just fucking hilarious, and it's great. Like she's I don't even know how to explain it. Like it's if you think it'd be weird interacting with a robot child looking sex worker, it's exactly as you think it might be.
Well then. I think I
And
figured out what the main protagonist's name is. It's
of what?
of Valhalla.
Uh huh.
It's Jill.
Jill, right? Jill. Good old Jill. Good old
That's her
fucking
name.
tragic Jill. Yeah.
Or like her full name is Juliane
Yeah.
Natalie Stingray. Okay,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
You yourself as a character is pretty fucking funny too. Because you're kind of, I wouldn't say you're a bitch. You're just kind of like a reserved, sassy person.
I think that's a good way of putting it. I mean, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Her character even looks like the very like kind of stone faced kind of person where she's pretty tough.
Yeah, she's pretty tough, and it's just so refreshing playing this game. I don't know. It's got a real unique style because everything's 8-bit,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, outside of just you know reading the dialogue, the way you interact with anybody is just serving them drinks, and you get to there's a whole system of how you make it. It's not super complicated, but oftentimes people will ask you, "Hey, what's the drink that I don't know such and such made at 1924 future 1924 or whatever," and you have to kind of know the menu to answer that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is it not given to you, or is it not like tutorialed into your head prior to all that, or is it something you have to
Yes,
like figure
actually.
out?
Well, I mean, you can always open the drink menu and it'll
Right.
give you like little synopsis on each drink. And
Uh
there's
huh.
no like time limit to serve them their drink, so there's not much of a challenge to the game itself. It's more there for the story and for the purpose of, hey, you're a bartender and people
Right.
might ask you these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but because their attitude is changed depending on what drinks you serve them, um, it does change like the outcome of certain events.
I see. Okay.
And it's just oh man, I've played this through twice. And I never thought I'd ever play VN twice, but I've played this twice
This
just for
is
the sake of playing it.
all right. This is have like multiple different endings, like a traditional VN in a sense,
Yes.
like good endings, bad endings, like really bad endings, true endings, that kind of thing.
There's only one good ending, depending on what you count as a good ending, but the majority of the bad endings are tied to whether or not you pay off your debt by in time. You pay for your apartment in time.
I see. So is there a time limit then? Like Like a.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Each time you go to the bar is a new day.
Uh-huh.
And that's cataloged by like I guess a Persona style day calendar kind of thing.
Right.
Um, and you kind of have to track it because it's not like at the very end of the month, but like each month you have to pay enough.
Right.
So, you know, but there's also like things you can spend your money on. You can spend money on fucking room accessories. You can buy different types of drinks to serve at the bar, which also influence what's gonna like what people might react to. You can buy. What else can you fucking buy? You can buy video game. You can buy a video game and play it. It's a lot of shit you can do with your money to not have enough to pay off your fucking apartment.
I see. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. I mean, well, is there a lot of time invested into this?
What do you mean?
Again, like I don't know. What's the question I'm trying to ask? Like, I feel like there's a lot of like multi-managing, like mini multi-managing to do, in a sense, or
not really. As long as you like, all right. So, like I said, the amount of money you get at the end of the day is kind of random. But again, if you serve everyone the drink that they want, they'll generally give you a tip included with your paycheck at the end of the day. So, as long as you do that, you'll have a certain amount of money. And if you don't buy anything, yes, you'll have enough money to pay your rent.
Okay.
But there are nice things that you can buy in the store.
Right.
But, if you manage your money well enough, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a really nice, like, heartwarming. I don't even know if I want to say heartwarming. It's just, I guess some parts of it are heartwarming, but it's just a really good, fun. A lot of bits are wholesome. Like when you learn the backstories of some of the characters, specifically Dorothy's, hers is really heartwarming.
I think I might just check it out then.
Outside of her being a sex worker, unless you're into that, Jomel, which I know you are.
Excuse me, we don't need that right now. But I will check it out. It does seem like something I would want to check out because, I mean, well, this is Valhalla's not. It'd be another one that's not made in Japan, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It'll still provide the same kind of experience that I'd be looking for when it comes to VNs in general.
I've also played Nekopara, but I mean that's a little self-explanatory. I guess if you don't know what Nekopara is.
Well, explain to them what Nekopara with the wonderful world of Nekopara, Jarron.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. You own a cake shop. Your sister raises cats. The cats work for you, and you fuck your cats. By the way, the cats are human. Oh wait, not humanoid. They're humans. They're the cat girl style.
Well, they are cat girls.
Cat girls, yeah, they're cat girls. Yeah,
I mean that's
the story.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I'm sure there's more wholesome things about Nekopara, Jarron.
I mean, it's very cute. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Like their whole backstory is like you just moved to this new city. You and your sister moved to this new city, and you started a cake shop because I guess you've always wanted to start a cake shop. But your family has always like raised these cat girls to be sold, but like in this world, they're treated as normal cats, but they can talk and shit like that and work. It's
a weird kind of society thing where there are strays, so they're like Jarron said, they're treated like actual cats, but they're cat girls in appearance.
So I guess they have a bit more of a humanitarian kind of treatment, sort of, but still cats. I don't know. If you don't think about it too hard, that's the thing.
Exactly, it's cat girls. Just fall in love with the cat girls and you'll be fine.
Right. I think you were about to open up shop, but you got this box on a stormy night, and you look inside the box, and it's just two little baby cat girls cuddled up together, looking all scared and stuff. And your heart's like, oh, I gotta take care of them. So you raise them, and they work for you uh, at your cake
At
shop.
a cake shop. And there are th- what? Well, there are currently 4 volumes now, actually.
Yeah, 5 if you 6 if you can include 0 and this little like
Oh, the prologue.
And their prologue, because
It's
0
a 6.
is
Yeah.
0's the prologue to 1, but
Mm-hmm.
the other prologue is when they were children, I think.
Yeah. So that's 6 in total then.
But
Yeah.
the way the rest of the volumes go is that there's more cat girls that you interact with, because the 2 that you got were actually a part of a litter, or if not a litter, then they're all the 2 that you got are raised by you, but the others are raised by your sister, and they all consider each other sisters, and each volume you essentially interact with a set of 2 and you fuck them at various points in time.
I mean, they all they all love you either way. It's
they all love
like you are their Oni-chan for the family.
Yeah.
Even your sister.
Well, no, they all call you master.
Oh yeah, right. Only the your sister calls you that.
Yeah. All the cat girls call you master and treat you as such.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it sounds creepy, but it's cute.
and it's sort of a fun fact. Each cat girl is actually based off of an actual cat. I don't know if that's a fun fact, but
it is a fun fact because my favorite one is one of my favorite cats. Her name is Cinnamon, which is already a bonus because I love cinnamon, the spice. She's modeled after a Scottish fold cat, which is, if you've ever seen them, they're the cats with kind of like the pudgy face, and their ears are always folded over. And I think they're usually pretty short. I'm not sure.
I think so. Like they're pretty stubby in a sense.
Yeah. So 2 times the cute, 3 times the cuteness, and she has big boobs. 4 times the cuteness, and she's a pervert. 5 times the cuteness, and it's just great. And she's the oldest one, so 6 times the cuteness.
Yeah. See, my favorite. Okay. See, again, it's all bad coincidences, but my favorite one happens to be the Munchkin cat, because I like the Munchkin cat. Like the real Munchkin cat is adorable as fuck.
It really is.
It's a stubby little, like, fluffy cat that's got like a nub for a tail.
Yeah.
And in the game, she happens to be the youngest one, the lowly.
Mm-hmm.
In that sense.
Yeah.
God damn. Telling you, Jarron, it's a curse, Jarron. I can't be doing this to myself.
I'm not saying anything.
I don't. You know what? I don't need you to say anything. I don't need you to say anything. Let's keep it that way. Because why is it that the cat that I like happens to be the most lowlified one? I don't know.
It's because you're a you know what you are.
You know what? I don't need this right now, Jarron. I'm gonna look at real pictures of Munchkin cats right now. And enjoy myself because they're adorable.
Imagine them as human lollies, and then
you know what?
Treat
Jarron?
your dick as
well. Oh,
it's a fun, cute game. You should play it.
Yeah. Before we continue though, I do have to put out that disclaimer warning. As besides Valhalla, most VNs do have mature content. So if you were to play any of these visual novels, make sure that you are of the appropriate age to play these visual novels, because that's the recommend. Because what is it? Recommended age is like what, 18? Let's go with 18. Yeah. 18 years old, well,
and I believe that's generally the legal age everywhere.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I guess I can't say everywhere because fucking you can't watch porn and fucking what is it? My friend was telling me this in the UK. You can't watch porn unless you get a license.
Yeah. Wait, has that been passed?
I think it's going to be passed, either that or it's already been passed.
Yeah, I remember that I remember that being in discussion. I didn't think it passed. You literally need a FAP license now to just fucking or no
fucking touch your dick.
No, what was it? There's one YouTuber, he called it a wanking license. He's a British YouTuber. So you would need a wanking license in order for you to watch your porn.
That's so stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
We don't want to get political, but that's just fucking terrible.
It really is. I mean, granted, people are going to find a way around with VPN blockers and shit like that, but
yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
Exactly, but the intent of this PSA, yeah, PSA. Make sure that you're the appropriate age of if you were to play these visual novels, because they do contain mature content that will either, well, I don't think it'd scar you, but it's mature content that I don't think your grandma wouldn't like you looking at. So
unless your grandma's like that, but the police that come knocking on your parents' door wouldn't like that.
That's some Gmail shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just calling you what it is, Jarron.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm just calling it as it is. There's nothing more to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and after that, after Neko Power, I've only played a few more. I recently started playing Honey Pop, which is kind of a visual novel, but it's also like one of those like bubble games where you have to like match 3 and they'll go away and you have to make sure you match the right ones to win. And you do that to date them, to date the girls. And if you date them, if you do well enough, you'll have sex with them and then you win.
Mm-hmm.
And then more girls are unlocked and you can try to date the other ones and stuff like that. Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of games like that.
I've heard there was some controversy around Honey Pop for some reason.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never looked into it. I mean, it's probably died down now, but like back then there was some controversy against it. I'm not gonna go into much in detail because for one thing I don't know about it, but there was something going on around with Honey Pop, something about misrepresentation, if I remember correctly.
All right, there's a black character, there's an Indian character, and there's an Asian character. And there's an alien, there's a fairy, and everybody else is white, I think. Or no, there's one that's Mexican. Oh, I know why. It's because there's a lot of stereotype kind of shit in it. So
so what do you mean? Like how stereotyping are we talking about?
So like it's like, all right, so Aiko, she's one of the girls you can go after. She's the Asian one. She's the Japanese one, I should say.
Right.
And like every girl has a specific kind of gift you can give them.
Right.
To like, I don't know, get a bonus in points you get with when you talk to her. And hers are all like Oriental based. So like rice balls or chopsticks or shit like that. But the game's very self-aware, and at some points in times when you give her those things, she laughs and says, "Oh, you racist bastard."
I mean, it could be shit,
but that's her character.
Yeah.
And then there's other characters where it's like the black one, I mean, outside of just having brown skin, her whole identity is being a flight attendant. The Indian one's more, or maybe not Indian, but like Middle Eastern one's more, I guess, in tune with her culture. But again, the items you give her are just kind of like maple leaves and acorns and shit because she collects that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's racist. I don't know.
I mean, I'm reading a couple of things right now. There's some things of like what is it? Condoning street harassment or like
what?
What? Your pursuit towards the women are endorsing like stalking or intrusive behaviors, stuff like that.
All right, I can see that because you have a phone that essentially tells you where these girls are. So I get that. I can see that.
What is it? And apparently it just seems anti-woman for some reason. Like it's well, again, this was an article written like years ago, like 2015, but I just found out that there was some controversy when it first came out. So I mean it did die down, so
I get where they're coming from. Not to, I guess, re-spark this. I get where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's the nature of the game. Like, it's supposed, like, if you want to argue that, then you have to argue against damn near every VN that allows you to fucking have sex with one of the characters.
Right.
Like, for example, fucking Galgun. I guess you want to. That's a VN. That's a visual novel. There's like choices you can make depending on who you want to go after.
You know, do you want me to dissect this a little bit, Jarron?
Go for it.
All right, so I guess this doesn't count as one of my plays because I've only played the demo. Which is like the first 10 minutes of the game. So there is a pretty well-known game called Galgun, and there's also a sequel to it available on the Switch if you're interested. And essentially, the main story of Galgun is that you are targeted by some, what is it? Is it an angel? Yeah, you're targeted by this angel because there is some demon entity going around, kind of making like havoc all over like a school, and this angel gives you essentially like a orgasmic pistol that releases energy when you shoot it at girls, and they strip and
oh, you're leaving out some details, Jomel.
Am I leaving out some details?
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, the whole thing was an accident because she was like, "All right, this demon's going around making people hate each other, or she's making people be mean to each other. I don't know." Yeah, something like that.
Just negative energy, being shitty. They're just being shitty to each other.
Yeah, being shitty. So she's like, all right, well, I'm going to take my love guns and I'm going to shoot people and make them happy. Or stuff like that. Make them feel the love. And she was like, she was a new angel on the job. And she was messing with her gun. She was trying to figure out how to work the settings. She turned it all the way up by accident and shot you, the main character. And now every girl within like a 5 mile, a 5 mile radius is just extremely attracted to you, except a few that have like magic powers or something.
Well, that's the one. That's the ones that are that the demon affected.
Right, the ones that the demon affected. But no, even them too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the ones that are in tuned with magical ability, or at least that's how the first game went.
Yeah.
And so the angel's like, all right, you have a week to have the girl you love fall in love with you. Otherwise, all your future love prospects will fail miserably because all your possible love that you have in your life is going to be gone because I shot you.
Yeah, because like pretty much all the luck and love he has is all condensed into 1 week.
Yeah. So she gives him her guns and says, all right, well, I don't know if you like every girl on campus, but they're all going to be coming after you. So you have to shoot them with this gun to make them not confess to you and stuff.
Sort of.
And then you have to go chase after your girl.
Oops. Because what the gun does, it deters them by giving them excessive pleasure, and then they kind of faint.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of other details in the game, like you can have like, what is it? There's like a mini game on certain girls you do.
Yeah, it's some kind of special time to get extra points or some shit.
There's some bless you. There's some stripping involved here and there.
Yeah. In the most recent game, you get the gun and like this little sucker gun.
Oh God, I haven't actually listened to this.
Where you suck the clothes off of girls for whatever reason.
Oh dear Lord.
I don't know why, but it's there.
But yeah, Galgun. I'll put the link down below. Both Galgun and Galgun 2. Galgun is available on the PS4. Galgun is available on the PS4, and Galgun 2 is available on the PS4 and the Switch. So,
There's actually 3 games. There's Galgun 1.
Is there?
There's Galgun Double Peace, and then there's Galgun 2.
Double Peace is sort of like a. Would that be considered? It's not the full sequel, but that's like a.
It's like a half sequel.
Yeah, the Galgun 1.
Because it references Galgun 1. I don't know if Galgun 2 references the first 2, but Galgun Double Peace references the first game. It's basically the exact same thing happens to you. Whole new angel, same idea, except I don't know how much you dealt with demons in the first one, but in this one, in Double Peace, you get to date one of them or chase after them as a option.
Oh, I just realized Galgun 2, you're a girl.
Oh,
yeah, you're a girl in this one.
I might have to get that one then.
At least that's what it seems like. I should not have Google image this.
Also, be careful if you're gonna play Galgun, any of them, because they have like $100 DLCs to see through their clothing.
To make
the moves bigger and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's some bonuses. That's some bonuses right there.
I mean, it literally means $100.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you guys from buying what you want, but
I'm stopping you.
You're.
Don't do it. Don't be a fool. Unless I guess you just really want to support. You really want to support the creators, but like, chill.
Oh, never mind. I don't think you, the main character, is a girl. It's just the girl on the cover is your childhood friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how that worked. Okay, because I thought she was the main character. That would make sense, having the sequel be a Yuri scenario.
Oh, so the reason why it gives them orgasms is because it's a pheromone gun.
Oh, well then.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a choice of 4 cute girls here. You got the angel, the demon, your next door neighbor, like Hikikomori, and your childhood friend.
There's no big boob option? I guess the childhood friend has a big boob option.
No, I think the angel has the biggest boobs. Honestly.
Yep. She does.
Okay. Well, there you go.
What the fuck? So make sure you, depending on depending on whether or not you want to play it, make sure you watch the trailer. Because
so you know what you're getting yourself into?
So you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. By the way, it looks like it's the same demon from the other games.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why you use the suck gun the major suck gun is because you're sucking the demons out of them.
Oh man!
And it just so happens to get their clothes as well.
Just so happens, not for plot convenience or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, the girls from the previous games are there.
Oh really?
So maybe you can date them too.
So is it just that you're just another asswipe that just happened to get sucked into the situation?
Yeah, from what it looks like.
God damn. All right, well there you go. If you're interested, I would recommend it. The demo was quite fun for me.
Underwear Utopia awaits. What the fuck?
I don't know if this has been. I don't know if.
Oh my god! I gotta finish the Galgun Double Piece. Don't judge me. I own it. Fuck you.
So just to add more, the Galgun is also VR ready. So.
Yeah, if you want to get deep in them panties.
Them high school panties.
Can. High school girl panties.
Oh dear Lord, we're definitely gonna be flagged for this.
Yeah.
But links in the description below. But anyway, guys, I think we've been going on for a bit. We've talked about a good amount of VNs. Again, if you want to find or play any of these VNs, all these links will be down below. Play at your own risk and preferably by yourself or maybe with a friend if you're kinky.
You can play Valhalla out in the open and Galgun maybe. There's no nudity.
That's true, but if you play it with audio, it's one of the most colorful things to listen to, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Even if it's in Japanese, you know how the Japanese are with their voice acting, very passionate. I guess you'd say.
Maybe a bit too passionate.
Maybe a little bit. But yeah, make sure to check those out and check your surroundings before playing most of those dirty scenes for your pleasure. But as always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us. As always, where can they find us, Jarron?
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook, social media wise. We're gonna try to get a Instagram going for when we go to for when we go to places like ASIN or any other convention, or if we go to maybe like VidCon or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You can see our pictures and videos there, or we'll probably put videos on the actual site, but pictures and stuff. Mm-hmm. You can listen to us on YouTube. You can find us on our other channel, WBA TV. You can find us on. You can listen to our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Stitcher app, Pickup Notes. I got it that time.
No, it's Listen Notes actually.
Fuck me. God damn it.
Listen Notes. Yep. ListenNotes.com.
Listen Notes. ListenNotes.com. And any other place that supports an RSS feed.
And as always, guys, my name is Jomel Zakoro.
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for lifeu.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.